Hello shooting riders. Have you ever wished that your Instagram photos existed in a proper magazine? Not this magazine, this is a great magazine, Sideburn magazine. What if this magazine was called Shoot and Ride? Now's your chance. I started Shoot and Ride a few years ago. It was a bit of an experiment really to see if other people enjoyed riding with their cameras as much as I do. I virtually never go out on my bike without a camera. It's kind of like going fishing because you kind of always, well, the whole point of riding is to come back with some really interesting images on the memory card, like going fishing and seeing what you can catch. And kind of for me to go out without my camera would be like going fishing without a fishing rod. Anyway, I started Shoot and Ride to see if I was the only one or if there were other people and if there was a community of people that kind of had the same idea that I did about riding with a camera. Turns out there's a few of you out there. There's about approaching 20,000 Shoot and Ride images on Instagram. That's images tagged with Shoot and Ride, which is pretty awesome and slightly unbelievable, to be honest, considering it didn't exist a few years ago. So if you have tagged your image on Shoot and Ride, thank you very much. I've enjoyed scrolling through them. This project is an extension of that, and I'm going to tell you a little bit why, and hopefully convince you to part with a little bit of your money to help make it happen. So last month I was in Spain with some friends. It was a trip that we've had planned for a long time now, since before COVID-1 really. So the last few years we kind of couldn't get there, and then this year we finally did. It was fantastic. There was a film made. It will be coming out soon if it's not out already by the time you're watching this.
Wow, look at that castle up there.
I had like 3 SD cards full, like many gigabytes of images when I got back, and I spent hours and hours and hours kind of editing those and creating long lists and short lists, and eventually got them down to a few hundred that I was really proud of. And I think some of the best photos I've ever taken. I mean, the scenery was huge, the light was amazing, it was everything that, you know, you can't do in the UK really. Blue skies and mountains. And so after being home for a few weeks, I did what was always the plan, was got my phone out and went to start posting them on Instagram and scheduling them. And I think I posted 1 set of images, just 1 in a set, and I just realized it just wasn't going to work. The images that I had and I'd been looking at on my big screen and looking at through a lens were just so huge, and kind of the act of putting them on this tiny little screen that only really exists in your phone, on your phone in your pocket, was just, it was just really demoralizing, really. And it kind of got me thinking, like, what am I going to do about this? I've got all these amazing images that I really want to kind of share with the world and share with the Shoot and Ride community, but Instagram's just not the place to do it for me in this instance. And I kind of thought, well, maybe if I'm feeling like that, there might be other people feeling like that. Maybe you feel like that as well. Some pictures are just too big for Instagram. And it kind of got me thinking, so, you know, this is Sideburn magazine, absolutely brilliant magazine. It's really focused on the flat track racing community in America, but it's broader than that. It's kind of the custom, cool, hipster, motorbike, build your own bike kind of scene. And you know, the content here, the photos are just awesome. I mean, I just flicked that open, seeing, you know, that is a shoot and ride shot. You know, it's ride your bike somewhere, get off the bikes, take a few steps back, grab the shot. It's beautiful, and it's, you know, it's full of stuff like that. You know, there's a Harley Pan Am somewhere in America, and kind of the act of having it like in your hands really big is pretty special. And my background's in documentary, so you know, this is the World Press photo awards. If you've ever had a chance to go see them, they're beautiful photos that get exhibited every year. This is really when I was down in London, and then you can buy the journal, and you know, there's some pretty, you know, tough images in here, but like this one, like it's huge, you know, it's what, I don't know how big that is, but it's you know, it's big, you know, you start to actually get a sense of scale and really get absorbed into the image. And you know, Instagram's great, but there's no comparison between this tiny little screen and what you get on a huge, great big double page spread. And so I started thinking, well, what if this was the Shoot and Ride magazine? I'll still get sideburn, still brilliant, but what if we had Shoot and Ride? I mean, to be honest, when I read this, like, I'm not really that into, you know, don't tell anyone I'm not really into that, into flat track racing that much, so I don't actually read all the content. I really get this for that, you know. Amazing, amazing photos. I look at the pictures, I don't read all the words. Sorry, sideburn. So if I feel like that, maybe you feel like that. And what if we had a Shoot and Ride magazine? And what if the community, what if you could help make it happen? So this is what I would like you to help me with today. I am rambling on a little bit, which is not the best thing to do on a crowdfunding campaign film, but I am asking you to have a look at the crowdfunding project and help raise enough money to give this idea a chance at existing. Let's make the Shoot and Ride magazine issue 1 together. So I would like this magazine to be a selection of some of the best, most interesting, inspirational pictures from the Shoot and Ride community, from you. I would like it to be something that anyone can pick up, be blown away by the quality of the images, but also start to kind of understand a little bit about the technical processes that went into taking those photos, and read a short story from the photographer about how that image was made and give it a little bit of context. Really, it's 85% picture, 5% technical details, and 10% story, if those maths add up. I think they do. So I am launching this campaign on Indiegogo. There are 60 days. The maximum we can give it is 60 days to raise the money. So that's 2 months or 8 weeks. I have a Shoot and Ride email newsletter, which is quite dear to me. And I'm going to be putting out 1 email per week over that crowdfunding campaign duration. So that's 8 emails. In each email, I'm going to publish where we're up to with the magazine. You're going to be invited to submit your own picture. So there'll be some of my pictures, but mostly it'll be your pictures. I can't wait to start seeing what you're going to start sending through to me. It's going to make my life difficult deciding what goes in. And as we go, this magazine, which is full of blanks at the moment, is going to get more and more filled up with amazing Shoot and Ride photos. And as we get to number 8, the final email, well, we'll have a magazine there. And I really hope that we will also hit our fundraising target, and that actually we can celebrate at that email number 8, not just the completion of the magazine, but also the fact that this magazine is now going to exist in your letterbox and not just your inbox. See what I did there? So yes, I have rambled on a little bit. Please do take a look at the crowdfunding campaign. I would like you to help us reach our target. There's a couple of different ways to do that. The simplest way is you can pre-order the magazine, and then there's some add-ons above that allow you to back the project a little bit more substantially. So thank you for your time, and if I've convinced you to get behind this and give this magazine a chance of happening, thank you again. I really appreciate all your support. Let's do it.